How's it, guys? Day 4 of the 100-day, 100-idea challenge. And today's one for me is super important, right? It is actually about email communication, but also any communication actually where you're typing or texting or whatever the story is. And I remember when I was 19, I just started my first real office job as an investment banker. And my job was to do the filing. And I was so proud of this job that, because I'd got into like an investment bank, you know, which for me as like a 18-year-old guy, a 19-year-old guy was just like quite an achievement. I didn't have any degree or anything like that. And I did the filing for about a year or something like that. And I then eventually got sort of promoted to a different role, which actually meant I could use a computer more than just actually doing filing and putting in numbers and things like that to sort of document where everything was. And the guy that taught me this, it's so fascinating. He's still like a really good friend of mine. His name is Luke Oliver. And he was like a year older than me at the time, so we were both real youngsters. But I still remember to the day, like I was learning his new job, right? And he said to me, "This is what you need to do." You know, we did lots of training for the job, but he said one of the most important things that you're ever going to do is sending good emails. And the way you send a good email is to make sure that you proofread what you write. So we would sit down like a few times, you know, a day or whatever that was, you know, every single day for a few hours a day. And we would always proofread the emails that we sent. So I would type it out or whatever the story was. And then he would go, "Cool, let's proofread this," right? And see that it makes sense, especially when you read it to yourself. You can notice like more mistakes that you've made. And you can also, just find out grammar that you might have missed. So this is my advice for this one. Every single email you send, it doesn't matter how busy you are, make sure that you proofread it before you send it. Make sure that you clear up the grammar mistakes, you change the spelling errors, and you can do it easily using like some apps these days, or even just your F7 button on your computer for spell check. And it just really helps with actually the professionalism and how you're perceived as a person. And I think it's important to make this a good habit. So when you do, like when you send text messages or emails to your friends or whatever it is, WhatsApp messages, iMessages, it doesn't matter. Make sure that every single message you send, you proofread, because it's important to get into a habit. You might think it's not important to proofread a WhatsApp message, but it's getting the habit into your head, which helps you with the emails. And you know, it's just about sort of solidifying that habit. So that's my one for today. I do it every single email that I send, every single article that I write, and it really makes a huge benefit just in terms of the way you are perceived as a professional. So hope you enjoy that one and give it a go. Cheers.